What's up, guys? Mardigrasman23 here, and today I'm going to show you how to get the figs you want. So today is October 2nd, and yesterday, October 1st, was the official street release of Collectible Series Mini Figures Series 12. So, how do you get the whole set? Well, the first thing you do is Captain Obvious. You have to find them in the store. So what you're going to do is just what everybody else does, keep looking till you find them. Now I will tell you that just because the street date is October 1st doesn't mean you have to wait till October 1st. Keep looking. These were spotted probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, which would have in the middle of September at a Walgreens. So as a couple of us around the US got around the Walgreens, they were actually all over at Walgreens. They were even showing up in a couple of Toys R Us, and I think Toys R Us had to pull them off the shelf. They had to pull them back and wait till the release date of the first to put them back out. But if you happen to be lucky enough to catch them in a Toys R Us, you were able to pick them up. They were also showed up on the shelves in some Walmarts, because if the Walmart guy ordered them, they came in early, and then I guess he didn't know that he had to wait till the first, so he put them out. So you found them in the stores. Now what? Well, you could go and you could buy a box, and you'll more than likely get a complete set if you buy a box. You might get lucky enough to get 2 complete sets out of a box, because I think there's a couple figs that are only 2 in a box. But let's say you're like me and you found some at Walgreens and you just bought what they had, and you got some duplicates, and you went to another Walgreens and you found some more and you bought what they had. So then you get your checklist. So it's very important to have your checklist. Got all 16 of them there. And now you start looking for the ones that you need, or the ones that you want duplicates of. Now, it's not a perfect science. I will tell you, there are some people who are real good at feeling packs, and there are some people who are decent at feeling packs, and there are some people who just don't get it. I'd like to tell you, in the beginning I'm pretty decent, and then once I get the complete set, I get pretty good at it. Takes patience. You have to have patience to sit in the store, go through them all, and you have to be able to be standing there on the aisle and have people walking by, and you have to have eyes on you, and you just tune them out. You zone into the box, go through them, pull out the ones you want, and move on. So when I first got into this, I think Series 10 was out, and I had plenty of questions about how do you feel packs, how do you know what's in them. So let's take this pack right here. Now I am down. The only one I need is that guy. Number 13, the Swashbuckler, I believe he is. Looks like a Three Musketeer guy to me. It's always funner when you name them yourself. So, they are easy to confuse. For instance, this guy has this hat. Let me show you. He has this hat right here. And then the... what's he called? The Prospector. He has a hat too, and when you're feeling the packs, those 2 hats feel very similar. So the next thing you do is you feel for that pickaxe compared to that sword he has, and you can definitely tell the difference. Or you could feel for the plume in his hat, and you could figure that out. So you just grab a pack and you kind of just squish through them. They're different guys, have different methods, I'm sure, and some people are faster than others. So I could tell you right here, you just keep feeling. You could feel the legs, you could feel the torso. Sometimes you'll get confused with the head compared to another piece, but so I feel the hat right here. So I know because of that hat, it's either the Prospector or it's the one I need, the Swashbuckler. So now I'm going to keep feeling around. I'm going to keep feeling, and now I'm looking for that sword, and look, there it is. I've squished it to the bottom, and it's right there. Can you make it out? So there it is. So now I'm pretty positive that this is the Swashbuckler. So I went into the store, and this store was actually one of the Walmarts that put the box on the shelf early. And I went through it, and if you watch one of my hauls, you'll see what I got. And I got everything I wanted except for one. I confused one of them with this guy because I was a little impatient. But you see, there he is. So that's how you know what's in the packs before you buy them. You feel them all. So now what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to put the whole set up here, and we're going to go through them, and I'm going to show you guys what to feel for to find each fig. So give me a second. I'll get them lined out here, and we'll show you what to look for. Alright guys, so here they are. Here's a complete set of 16 Series 12 Lego collectible minifigures. So let's take a quick run through of them and just show you what to look for when you're feeling the packs to figure out which ones are which. So we'll kind of start at the back here. This is figure number 1. This is the Wizard. And he's easy to find because first thing you look for is that, what is that, a 2x2 by 2 brick with a slope. And let's look at number 3. Number 3 is the Fairy Tale Princess. She also has the slope. So if you want to find either one of these, it's real easy to find that slope. You feel for that slope, and then all you have to do is you can feel for this frog, or you can feel for that staff. Now this staff is made up of 3 parts, but you know, you'll know if you have that piece in there. So if you find the staff, you've got the Wizard. If you find the frog, you've got the Princess. So that takes care of those 2. So let's put them in the back. So the next one we're going to look at is the Hun Warrior. So look, he's got a lot of parts too. He's pretty easy. You got this shield, and you got this sword, and you got this. You can actually find these horns or individual pieces. But I will tell you, this one can be confused with the piggy guy. Because if you're feeling these heads, they're different, but they feel similar in the packs. So, like I said, you feel the Hun Warrior by feeling for the shield or the sword. That's what I would tell you. And then if you're still a little confused, try to sort these down to the corner and you could feel these horns. But don't go by the helmet, because like I said, the helmet can be confused with the pig head. So that's how you get the Hun Warrior. So let's take a look at the video game guy. So he has, real simple, a 1x2 tile. So you can kind of feel his headpiece, his hair. But the easiest thing to do is you'll feel this 1x2 tile. So he has a 1x2 tile, and the Jester has a 1x2 tile. So if there's 2 in there, it's the Jester. If there's only 1 in there, it's the video game guy. And if you narrow it down to these 2 and you can't find the second tile, which you should be able to, but if you can't, you can tell the difference by the heads. So that's how you get the video game kid. So the next one is the Battle Goddess. So you've got the Battle Goddess. You've got the easiest thing to find on her is going to be, she's got a pretty big headpiece with her hair. You can look for this piece, which is her feathers or plume or whatever the technical term is for that. But the easiest thing to feel is this long spear. So if you feel that long spear and it's got a shield in it, you know it's her. So let's go back to the Hun Warrior. They both have shields. Now they are different. You might be confused when you're feeling them and think you have one or the other. So you tell them apart by the swords. Does it have a spear or does it have a sword? So that's how you get those 2. So the next one is going to be the Space Miner. This is the easiest one to find because of this big pair of shoulder pads. When you feel in the packs, you'll know you got him because of these big shoulder pads he's got on. So he is fairly easy, and I think he's fairly common. So he's really simple. So that's the Space Miner. So the next one we got is the Lifeguard. The Lifeguard's easy too because he has 2 accessories that are unique to him. He's got the little binoculars and he's got this piece. And I will tell you, when you're feeling them in the bag, this little life buoy doesn't feel as big as it is. So he's easy to find because you can feel both of these pieces pretty easily through the pack. So that's how you get the Lifeguard. So the next one is the Prospector. So like I told you, it's easy to find his hat, really easy. Once you find his hat, you're looking for the pickaxe or the fencing foil sword, whatever you call that thing. So if you get the hat, you know you got one of these 2 guys. If he's got a pickaxe, that's the Prospector. So the next one is the Jester. And we've already talked about the Jester. We won't spend too much time on him. He's got two 1x2 tiles, real easy to find. Can only be confused with the Gamer. Unless you find two tiles, you know it's got to be him. So then the next one we have is the Dino Tracker. I thought this girl was from the Hunger Games. So the easiest thing to find is this ponytail. And when you find this ponytail, you know it's her or the genie. Exact same ponytail. So if you get that ponytail, it's one of those two. So the next thing you're looking for, which is most obvious, is that bow and arrow. You can feel that bow and arrow pretty easy. So if you feel the ponytail, if it's a bow and arrow, it's her. If it's not the bow and arrow, it's not her. So that's how you get the Dino Girl. Next one is the Pizza Guy. What you're looking for here is these two tiles. Really simple. He's the only one with a 2x2 tile in this series, and he also has a 2x2 round tile. So that's all you have to do with this one is look for those two tiles. Really easy to pick up on, really easy to find. That's how you get the Pizza Delivery Man. So the next one is the Rockstar. He doesn't have hardly anything. All he has is his headpiece and his guitar. So if you're looking for him, you got to look for that guitar. You could find the hairpiece, but the hairpieces are so easy to confuse with other ones. I mean, you could confuse this with the helmet from the Hun Warrior. So you're looking for the guitar in this one. So you're going to feel through and try to feel that guitar. So that's the Rockstar. The next one is the Swashbuckler. We've already went into detail on the Swashbuckler. Just remember you're looking for the hat first and the fencing foil second. Or the sword. Real easy to find. All you have to do is distinguish between the sword and the pickaxe, and you'll know which one of those you got. Next is the Piggy Guy. He's not too difficult. He's only got two accessories. He's got his headpiece, which can be confused with the Hun Warrior's headpiece, and he also has his apple. So he's pretty easy to find because that apple is pretty easy to pick up in the packs. So that's how you get the Piggy Guy. So next is the Genie. I Dream of Genie. Like I told you, if you get the ponytail, you know it's her, the Dino Warrior. You can actually feel her pants, or her lack of legs, I should say. And you can feel for the little genie lamp. Not too difficult to find. Find the ponytail, and then you narrow it down to two. Then you could feel through them. And there you go. You got the Genie Girl. And last but not least is the Spooky Girl. She is really easy. You will say she's so easy because of the teddy bear, right? You would be wrong. You can pick up the teddy bear pretty easy. You know it's her, but her headpiece is the only one in the whole set that is squishy. So if you feel the hair, if you could squish it, you know it's her. You don't even have to look for the teddy bear. But you can look for the teddy bear to double check yourself. So that's it, guys. That's my quick little how-to. How to find the Series 12 fig that you want. Which one are you still looking for? Do you have any of them yet? Stay tuned, guys, because my next video I'm going to review all 12 of these. We're going to go through them a little bit more in detail. Alright, guys. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video. Give me a big old thumbs up. Please follow me on Instagram at Mardigrasman23. You can check out my bricklink store at Mardi Gras Bricks. Check out all of my playlists, guys. I got train videos. I got hauls. I do a few set reviews. Check them all out, guys. And until next time, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.